Well, thank you, Mr. Moderator. My name is Mustafa Tseric. I'm Grand Mufti of Bosnia. I have two comments and one story that would be very interesting in terms of Islamophobia and, let's say, Americophobia. We have both ways, I think. First of all, I would agree with distinguished panelists that what happened in the Arab world is the Arab homemade product. And I am very proud of that, being a student of Al-Azhar, and especially watching what was happening in Tahrir. So the theory of Haddington was, I think, defeated at the Tahrir Square when the Christians were going to help the Muslims and Muslims help the Christians. I think this class of so-called religion socialization failed. But I would disagree with the point that there was no condemnation in the Muslim world in 11th of September. I think it was inflation of that. The problem is that when these condemnations are not convincing to the West, it depends who is condemning what. We had a lot of organizations that condemn just for the condemnation, and therefore there is a legitimacy of the condemnation of that. As to the media, I think there is an old saying, blame the media all the time. That's the easiest way. But you know, there is a distinction between a politician and a cleric and a journalist. They say that politician doesn't know how to tell the truth, the clergy doesn't know how to tell the lie, and the journalist doesn't know how to make the difference between the two. So we have to have some sympathy toward the journalist. And now I will come back to my story of Bosnia. I am indigenous Bosnian, European, Balkan, you name it, Muslim, of 600 years of my tradition. My grandfathers in 1492 were well multicultural and multinational to receive the Jews from the Spanish Inquisition in 1492, who brought with them their sacred book called the Haggadah. The Haggadah is the book of the exegesis of Torah, that is read on the Jewish occasion of Passover. Since Passover is very close, I want to congratulate or to bless all the Jews who will celebrate and read this Haggadah. This Haggadah that was brought to Sarajevo was taking care of the Muslims for 5 centuries. So my grandfathers were able to save the Haggadah book from Nazis who entered city of Sarajevo and went to the museum, to the Muslim family Korkut, and asked him, where is the Haggadah? And he said, just before you came an officer from your officer and took this copy, but he didn't, because he took it and put in his house. So he asked him, what is his name? He said, how could I ask his name? So I don't know. So this is how he saved the Haggadah, first time. The second time, last time, when Sarajevo was a concentration camp, as you know, for 4 years, and we Bosnian Muslims suffered at the end of the 20th century genocide, as the Jews suffered Holocaust, as you know, because we are Muslims. I want to get you information you didn't know probably, that exactly on the 25th of August 1992, the National Library of Sarajevo was burned by Serbian forces, which is the exactly 500th anniversary of the burning of the Library of Cordoba. It's very coincidental, but it is a different, interesting message. In these circumstances, Oriental Institute was burned too, and Haggadah was there, but the custodian of the museum Anwar Imamovich, we know his name, it is written in the history of this book, took the Haggadah to save it. Now, this Haggadah is in museum in Sarajevo. It is our property. It is my property as a Muslim. I brought it because I thought I will be yesterday before the House Committee, US House Committee on Foreign Affairs for the testimony for the project of Aladdin project of UNESCO, but I missed my day because I had some difficulty with visa, which is not xenophobia, it's just, bureaucracy. And I missed 2 days to be with your conference here. But I did have a dinner last night with former representative to UN, Mrs. Esther Coppersmith. And with her there was a congresswoman, Nati Loni, to whom I presented a copy and asked her to bring it to the Congress to say to the American congressmen, American people, we Muslims from Sarajevo, on behalf of all Muslims all over the world, ask you here in America, take care of our Quran in the United States, as we did take care of Haggadah for 5 centuries. That would be enough from you. That means Terry Jones do represent you. We know very well. And we appreciate Hillary Clinton's condemnation of the burning of the Holy Quran. But still, our heart is broken. It is not for you. Your heart is broken because of the 11th of September, I know. But now we have both broken hearts. So we have to fix it. How are we going to fix it? We are going to fix it with the US Islamic World Forum to meet and to make 2 goods to be double, because 2 evil does not make 1 good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.